Hey guys, so I decided to make a part 2 to this video because I didn't really get to cover everything I felt I should in the first video. And I'm going to start off by saying that there's one time in my last video where I said both bot guilds were present at both locations. I don't know why I said that, that is not true. The in the second location I showed you with all the Fellborn, that was only the Alliance guild. The Horde one was not present there. But anyway, so I have been coming here off and on for the past 2 days or so, and near as I can tell, these bots have been here doing the same thing in the same place for the past few days, and they just haven't stopped. I report all of them at least once, probably twice by now, and it doesn't appear any of them have really gotten banned. And not only are the bots still there seem to be more bots in Surmar since I filmed my last video. Take a look at this. There seems to be even more bots and an entirely new bot guild called Just a Pug. And this is not all. I also looked up Surmar on an Alliance character and it's just as bad there. So as you see, there are plenty of bots on the Alliance as well. All those hunters and mages are part of Dali, which is a guild we've already seen. But there's also a whole bunch of druids that I haven't actually seen, and they don't appear to be in a guild at all. Although they are obviously bots. So I decided to look up the Just a Pug guild like I did the other guilds in my other video. And there are some pretty weird things going on with this guild. So as you saw from the list of them, they are pretty obviously a botting guild, but there's also some kind of odd things, like they seem to have some players that are not just all one class. And I don't know if they're just real players mixed in with the bots or what. And also, their achievements are a little odd. They actually have other achievements than just, like gold farming ones like the other guilds did. Like they actually have PvP achievements for one thing. And I also couldn't find these guys in the game. And given that they have PvP achievements, I decided to turn on war mode and try to find them, and I still couldn't. So I still don't really know what they're doing. Okay, so now back to the guys that I found first. I wanted to see just how productive these bots were actually being, so I sat around for a while and killed the same mobs that they were killing to see how much gold they dropped. And I did this for a few minutes, and it appears that each one of the mobs they killed drops on average around 2 gold. And of course, that does not include green items and the ancient mana they drop as well. So having decided that each mob the bots kill drops about 2 gold on average, I decided to take a look at what the bots were doing, and given that each bot you see is actually 3 or 4 bots in a clump, I decided they killed about 1 mob every 10 seconds, just as a rough estimate. So they give 2 gold every 10 seconds, and then multiply that by 6, and they make about 12 gold every minute, times 60 means they make about 720 gold per hour, times 24 means they make about 17,000 per day, and then multiply that by 30, and they make about 500,000 per month. And remember, that's on the low end because that does not include any money they get from silk or ancient mana or green items or anything. And so I decided to look up how much gold actually sells for. And it turns out that about 1 real dollar buys about 5,000 gold in game. And that's true for both Horde and Alliance. At least on my server and the server the bots are on, which is Dalaran. And so, with that in mind, we find out that each bot makes about $103 per month. And then once you subtract subscription to the game, then they make about 88.68 a month. And what that means is within 30 days, they will have made a profit because that will pay for both their boost to max level, the expansion, and the subscription cost. Which means if Blizzard does not shut down these particular bots within 30 days, then they will make a profit and there will continue to be more of them. And remember, everything you have seen in these two videos has been just after Blizzard went on a giant ban wave. And so, as you can see, there are hundreds of bots. There are dozens and dozens of them just in Surmar on one server right after a massive ban wave, which shows just how out of hand this problem is getting. And so it really seems to me that Blizzard needs to do something other than what they're doing right now. Because so far, their only solutions have been to tell people to keep reporting the bots, which is inconsistent if it works at all. Because I reported almost all of these guys. In fact, I think all of them. May have missed one or two. But I reported all these guys, and none of them have gotten banned. And the only thing they have actually done is to limit how many instances you can run. Which seems like an okay idea, but that can not only hurt real players, bots clearly don't need to run instances as evidenced by these bots. And so it seems to me what they should do is they should just limit the number of accounts you have open on any one computer. Because if bot players had to buy a new computer for every single bot they ran, then they would never do it. It would be way too expensive. So I don't really know why Blizzard doesn't do that, because it won't really hurt the players. I don't really know why anybody would have 3 accounts open or whatever, unless they were botting. Well, I guess that's it. I'll see you later.